Good afternoon and welcome to Mosiri Multi-Global Media. My name is Dr. Alusain Kanu. I'm president of this video and media production company. Our goal is to inform, to persuade, and to entertain listeners. So my request is, if you have a need for a video, an idea, an event, a principle or concept that you would like us to be a part of in terms of writing, editing, and production, contact Alusain Multicultural Media. Our information is on the web, alusainkanu.com. Telephone number 703-505-4601. Email daed2@yahoo.com. Again, our goal is to produce multicultural global media. We address issues from cultural perspectives and from the common good. So contact us at your convenience. Thank you, and thank you for listening.
Dr. Alusain Kanu from Northern Virginia Community College, a full-time faculty member. I am Dr. Shaban, adjunct faculty member, also Northern Virginia Community College. Dr. Kanu, you have a doctorate in education, which is in community college education. But then you went for a second doctorate, which is in pastoral counseling. Any reason for that second one?
Thank you for your question, Dr. Shaban. Education is a priority in my life. My first doctorate in communication instruction with concentration in community college education prepared me to teach anywhere at any time. And I'm fortunate that I was able to do that degree. My second doctorate in pastoral community counseling was able to be a combination of psychology and religion. And by the time I was finished with that one, I felt more at ease with myself. I was able to understand myself much better and found a way to help people with a combination of my previous education.
Now, can you tell us, with this second degree, what do you think you're going to do with it?
Well, I'm prepared to be a pastoral counselor. A pastoral community counselor represents God on this earth. It's not just one religion, Christianity or Muslim. Even though when we counsel, the priority is on the client. If the client wants to discuss religion, we discuss religion. But the goal is to enable any client to develop themselves individually, to function well in families, to function well in cultural settings, and above all, to know that in this world we live in, God is the final arbiter.
Good. This pastoral counseling degree and your degree in communication, I see the link very clearly. But give me an example of a client who can come to you.
Okay.
Who are you looking for to come to you with help or a problem?
Well, that's a very good question, because even though there are similarities between clinical and psychological counseling, there are differences. The clinical counselor has a specific setting, they meet with you, but the pastoral counselor is everywhere with the client. There is no limited restriction. And the pastoral counselor deals with spiritual issues, individual spiritual development, which sometimes the clinical counselor, if you bring it, they say something is wrong with you. So there is a great advantage when you make use of a pastoral counselor. They guide anyone to develop their spiritual, their religious, and their individuality. That's an added advantage.
Good. That makes it very clear. Another question I have for you, which is a little interesting, is you've gone into this field. What are some of your hobbies? What are things that you like to do as a person?
As a person, I love music. I used to be a DJ in the 90s. I had a show called International Delight. I interview international students, play international music. And that was where I started my love of the media. I felt, I made a contribution to the development of cultures around me. Music is one. Two, I love to write. I've written 5 textbooks, and I plan to write 1 or 2 more every year, because that's a way for me to express my creativity, my knowledge, and be able to help other people communicate in settings and be much more cancelled in other settings.
Okay. Also, you mentioned you are into media production. Now, you've been teaching as an adjunct, as a teaching assistant, as a full professor. Now you move into media production. What interests you there, and what kind of media production are we talking about here?
Well, my first degree is in mass communication, so I learned about news writing and reporting and production. So I want to divert my attention, because the world we live in has many uncertainties because of failure for people to engage in dialogue and to communicate and discuss issues. As a media producer, my goal is to take a specific issue or topic or case study and engage in concert with professionals like you, Dr. Shaban, wherein we will provide various perspectives by which we can draw from as we address the issues we face in our time. When we teach communication, part of the experience, students address many topics: abortion, gun control, capital punishment, immigration, terrorism. All of those are topics that need specific insight into how people should live much more productively and in concert with one another.
Okay, this one is a fairly educational question, but you've lived in this area for almost since you came to the U.S. What do you like about this area, and what are some of the challenges that you face living in this D.C. area?
Well, having spent about 30-some years in the U.S. and all my acquired experiences, I see myself as an ambassador for the U.S. as well as an ambassador for Africa, my native home. So what I like about the United States is the idea that you can be anything you want depending on how much effort you put into your goals. You will have the support, particularly if you are productive in the society. I've made more friends here. I have friends from all over the world. I have made significant contributions to students at Northern Virginia Community College and George Mason University. And I plan to continue my career as an educator, as a trainer, as a multicultural counselor. And those are the insights I have when I produce videos. I draw from different disciplines so that I can inform, I can persuade, and I can entertain.
Okay, to wrap up this interview, can you tell us other skills that you have that are very useful other than just two wonderful terminal degrees that you have? Teaching experience, what else? What other skills do you have that you'd like to share with those outside listening to this?
Well, first of all, I'm an educator, which I have spent most of my life doing. I've also worked as a librarian. I've worked in radio. I've worked in public relations. I've worked as a multicultural counselor. I've worked as a the trainer. And I'm a 5-time author. I consider myself a communication generalist, a human resource generalist, and a multicultural counselor.
Okay. I would like to thank everybody. Thank you, Dr. Kanu, for a wonderful interview, and we'll see you next time. Take care.
Thank you, Dr. Shaban. Thank you.